and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to do a full week in my life as a personal trainer, and I'm going to show you how I balance being a mom while also working from home, running a business, and also how I prioritize my own health and wellness routine. It really is so busy, it's so crazy, but it's also very beautiful. And although I have not figured out the perfect life balance, I really don't believe there is a perfect life balance, but we have figured out what works best for our family in order for me to flourish, my husband to flourish, and of course our children to flourish. And so I'm going to show you, bring you along for a realistic week in my life, what I do, what we do as a family. Today is Muscle Republic's Black Friday sale, so we have to get a sponsored post up for them to announce that their Black Friday sale is going up today. You guys know I work with Muscle Republic, and I absolutely love all of their stuff. They are doing the most insane Black Friday sale right now. It is 70% off site-wide, and then you can use my code SADIE10 for an additional 10% off. So that is literally 80% off. Later on in this video, I'm going to show you guys a few of my favorite sets, because I know that's a huge question, is like, what are my favorite pieces from them? I definitely have every single probably item that you can get from their website. I want it all, I love it all, but I do have my favorites that I usually gravitate towards, so I'm going to show you guys. Right now, Grayson's home. It's just him and I at home. Dylan's at work. Luke is at school. Grayson goes to school twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, so today's Wednesday. So I have the baby home today. We have to actually run to the bookstore because I have to get Dylan and I a new Bible. Mine is very, very old, and I've had it for years, like, oh goodness, before Luke was even born. So I've had it for years, and then we literally cannot find Dylan's Bible anywhere. We think it's in the shed, but I have no idea where in the shed it would be. So I'm gonna go buy us both some new Bibles. We secured the goods. Let's open it. I got the New Living Translation. This is the one I usually get. I feel like it's the easiest to comprehend and read. I believe they say the New Living Translation and the, maybe it's the Christian Standard, are the two that are easier to read. If I can get, I'm just gonna have to rip it. I need to put these tabs on because I find that easiest, and I think it's fun. I ended up getting Dylan and I just the same Bible, so I actually just gave it to him. He was on his break at lunch, and I like ran inside before coming to the school pickup to get Luke. I was like, oh my gosh, I got you a present, and I was so excited, and he was so excited. So I like the more masculine look of his. I mean, I don't know. I used to have the She Reads Truth Bible, and although it's great, it's just a little too feminine, and as in like feminine, like teenage girl. That's just not my vibe. I really like the dark leather. Right now, I am waiting in the school pickup line for Luke to get out of school. He gets out early today, and so basically during this time is when I will like catch up on work. I'll sit on my computer, and I've mentioned this before, but this is also the time where I let Grayson watch his little shows, because I get here early in order to do school pickup line because parents come really early, and I am also at fault because I am the parent who shows up an hour early, but it works to our advantage because usually around the time before I need to go pick up Luke, Grayson starts acting nuts because he can't go anywhere because he's in his car seat. I can sit here, use hotspot, and then just get work done. He can have his little shows and relax, and then I can knock out some work. But right now I don't really have any computer work that needs done, so I'm gonna actually just put those little tabs in my Bible and probably just read. And then when we get home, I have a couple more things I need to do, as in like cleaning. I need to do some laundry and things like that. The boys will be home, so I'll be attending to them, and then Dylan will be home shortly after. Every evening we do the family gym time, and that is like a non-negotiable for our family. The boys love it. Dylan and I love it. We go to a gym that's like a family club, and it's the absolute best decision we have ever made, because when we all get home, Dylan gets off work, the kids are home from school, we all have like a family dinner together, and then we look forward to going to the gym. I really believe that's one of the biggest things that not only helped me on my fitness journey, but helped Dylan as well, because it's a time we look forward together. It's bonding time, it's quality time him and I get to spend together, because we are doing the same workout program, and so we get to work out together. And although I love working out at home, you guys know how much I love my home gym. There's something about just being able to drop the kids off and not have to have kids crawling on you for a second, and the time alone with your spouse is very important. And so we get that time every day at the gym, and we both look forward to it so much. We like text each other throughout the day. We're like so excited for our gym. If you are married or you have kids or you have a spouse, whatever, I definitely recommend starting your guys' health and fitness journey like together, because it's definitely something that you guys can bond over, and it's certainly just like, it's a way to just get the whole family out of the house. You also may have noticed that I'm in a different vehicle, and that is because I've been driving Dylan's truck for the last like 2 weeks, and that's because my car has been what was supposed to be regular maintenance, as in like brakes and an oil change, ended up being this like whole ordeal. I have a Ford Bronco, and when it shifts gears, basically any gear, especially from park to reverse, it's been doing this like, I don't even know how to describe it, just this like slamming. And we took it in once, it's under warranty. They said nothing's wrong with it. I'm like, there's absolutely something wrong with it. It should not be doing that. So waited a few months, and it just kept getting progressively worse. And I don't know if that's something that just Broncos typically have issues with. We really didn't do our research before buying the Bronco. I had a Mercedes before getting the Bronco, but we needed to upgrade, and it was kind of like a spur of the moment. We just saw the Bronco and bought the Bronco because it was what we needed, and I love the Bronco, but it's just frustrating that it's brand new and is already having these issues, because the guy said that it might need a new transmission, so that's fun, but it's under warranty. But the only frustrating thing is like, is it gonna do it again? We have the warranty for 100,000 miles, which in the grand scheme of things is a long time, but should not be doing that, so it's so frustrating. To give me a rental car, but they have not had a rental car. The Ford dealership in my city is a bigger Ford dealership, and they weren't going to be able to get my car until February, and so they had us send it over to a different Ford dealership about an hour away. It's a smaller dealership, and they just don't have very many rental cars. And so every week I'm like, or every like few days, I tell my husband, I'm like, call them, see if they have a rental car. But he just called. I'm supposed to call back, and hopefully they will have a rental car for me, because although the truck is great, it's been great, and I have certainly adapted to driving it, it's just, it's not the best on gas, and it's kind of hard getting the kids in and out of it. And in the beginning I was hitting a lot of curbs, and that's not because I can't drive a truck. I can drive a truck, and I've driven his truck before. It's just my depth perception from like my car to his truck was much different, so I had to just, you know, learn. And so it's good now, it's fine. I haven't hit any curbs in the past like few days, but I would like a normal car, or like, I mean, like an SUV. My car is like an SUV. At least an SUV would be nice, something. We just got home from school pickup. Grayson went straight down for a nap. He literally asked me if he could go to bed. I'm like, absolutely, go for it. So he's sleeping. Luke should be reading. I think I hear him playing, but he should be reading. He has a certain amount of time each day he has to read. And then I am putting laundry away before we have to head out to the gym. I get the house clean in the morning, but I have like, you know, usually have to put laundry away and then do touch-up dishes, take garbage out, things like that. I like to do that when like a power cleaning hour right before Dylan gets home. But I like to pretend I don't know where all this laundry is coming from. But if I'm being honest, it is because we all change like 4 times a day. We wake up, we change out of our pajamas into our day clothes. Then from our day clothes, Grayson will usually have to have like 1 outfit change a day because he is messy. And then we change from our day clothes to our gym clothes, and then from our gym clothes back to pajamas. And luckily, Dylan is the best husband in the world. He did like 6 loads of laundry yesterday, which is why I'm extra confused why I have so much laundry to do today. But he helps me and I help him. We help each other immensely because I literally could not. There's no way I could do all this laundry every day by myself. I would die. I would suffocate. Maybe if I didn't work on top of that, but when I didn't work, when I was just a stay-at-home mom with Luke before I started my business, like, I don't know, years ago, this stuff was much more manageable. But now that I'm fully running a business and, you know, also a mom, the mom stuff doesn't stop. And I really haven't, like, we haven't, yes, Luke's in full-time school now, and Grayson is in school twice a week for like 3 hours, but aside from that, we don't have any like additional help. Like, we don't have a nanny or babysitters or things like that. And so when things get busy with work, I really have to lean on Dylan, and he's very supportive of my career, and I'm very supportive of his career. And so, you know, I told him, or I usually just communicate if I ever get like overwhelmed with like housework and stuff, and I don't even have to like tell him twice. Like, I just have to be like, hey, I don't really feel good, I'm kind of overwhelmed, I feel like, you know, X, Y, and Z needs to get done, I'm not able to get it done. And then like within moments he's like up and helping and getting it done. And you know, it's just things like cleaning the bathrooms and stuff like that that I like to have done. I gotta get more hangers. Like, Dylan and I have our designated chores, I guess you could say. We both do everything, but we definitely have our like designated chores, as in like I don't mow the yard and pick up the dog poop, but like I will primarily clean the bathrooms. And so, but he also cleans the bathrooms. I don't also pick up dog poop, but we really just tag team absolutely everything. And it's just like an ebb and flow, a push and pull. And you know, we just have to constantly check in with each other because, like I said, we don't have the help, and we are both doing so much because he, in like a week, is going to graduate with his bachelor's degree. He went back to college and, you know, has been doing college online while working as, you know, a police officer. And so his job is super demanding. And so he's been so busy and I've been so busy, and, you know, just both of us trying to grow our careers and stuff. And so it's definitely a team effort because I could not do life without him. Good morning. We're about to do some skincare and quickly get ready for the day. The kids wake up so early, so trying to beat them. But I go back and forth between using the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser and the Mary Kay Foaming Cleanser. This one's actually my favorite, but I like to use this one in the mornings because, you know, I really don't have a reason. I usually use this one at night for nighttime skincare, and then just a quick wash, I use this one. So my skincare routine turned into like a 10-step skincare routine. I used to never be like that. Since I had that meltdown with retinol, I shared that whole journey with you guys. I have been so invested in skincare. morning skincare routine is just about as thorough as my nighttime skin routine, and that is just because we are heading into winter, and so I'm going to be especially dry. But even if it's not winter, I am so incredibly dry, and so I really have seen so much benefit from really taking care of my skin both morning and night by using serums and lotions and doing all the things. I really, really love the Mary Kay skincare line, and I did not think I would, but a friend on Instagram heard I was really struggling with my skin a few months ago, and she sent me the whole line, and it was just so gracious of her and so sweet, and I used it and it completely healed my skin. I'm not even kidding. So she's definitely a heaven sent. Happy Tuesday. I just dropped both the babies off at school, got a cappuccino. I have to get 2 work meetings done right now. My dilemma with those is usually I would go to a coffee shop and work while Grayson's at school, because he's not at school for very long. It's like literally a few hours and it goes by so fast, and so driving home just wastes like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. So it's just, there's no point for me to go home. But I don't like going to a coffee shop to take calls because I just feel like it's rude. I also don't like going to a library because, well, as I'm talking to people, like a client or I'm taking a meeting or whatever it is, I have headphones in, and although I feel like I'm talking quietly, I just feel like it's rude to talk on the phone or take a meeting or something in places like that. And so I'd usually take a meeting at home, but like I said, I don't want to drive all the way home, so I'm gonna have to take the meetings in my car. So that's what we have today. I have 2 meetings and then just normal admin stuff today. I do have to film 1 reel for Instagram, just a workout, and then it's a pretty easy work day today. Last night, Dylan and I took the kids to the gym, and then after that we came home and just did bedtime, bath time, dinner, all that stuff. And then he had to go to bed very early because he had to be at work at like 3:30 in the morning because they had this, I can't talk about it, but something was going on at work that he had to be there very early. And I'm just cracking up because right now it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm sitting here vlogging, and then I have to take 2 meetings, and then my dude's out there just doing the most. Our jobs are just so different. But yeah, we gotta take 2 meetings right now. I got this cappuccino, and usually I get a sugar-free candy cane cold brew at Dutch Bros. That's my fall winter drink, and they even have it until like the spring. So last year I drank it all the way up until, gosh, it was probably like May. I just kept ordering it. It's just so good. But I kind of have, like, I feel like a cold might be coming on, and although I'm like so cold drink in the fall and winter, I felt like I just really needed a hot drink today, so I got a cappuccino. But I have to log on right now, and we'll call in like 2 minutes, so we better get on. Client, like, just check in. I do my check-ins through, we just do it through messages, video calls, voice messages, things like that. However, every once in a while, a client will need to do just like a reboot, they need me to explain their plan a little bit better, they need a little bit more help, things like that. So we'll schedule a call, and then that's easiest to just touch base and kind of like reset. Last night we ended up just going on a double date with Mackenzie and Caden. They have 2 kids who are the same ages as our 2 boys, and they also go to the same gym as us. And so our gym does a kids night out once a month, and they do just like tons of fun games with the babies, and we get to bring them for like 4 hours, and they just have the most fun. Our kids are like all best friends. So we dropped the babies off at the gym, and then we went to dinner like right up the road. So that's what we ended up doing last night. I usually don't like to vlog when I'm with other people or with friends, or really doing anything with other people at all, just because I like to protect, or just, you know, honor their privacy. And then also I just want to be like present, and I don't want to be filming and throwing a camera in their faces. But the boys and I are headed off to Target right now. We have to run a few errands and get a couple things for the house, and I just put on one of my favorite sets from Muscle Republic, and I wanted to show you guys because they are having such a huge sale right now. They're going 70% off site-wide, and then you can get an additional 10% off with code Sadie. So it's 80% off of everything on their site right now, and it is just such an insane sale. So I wanted to show you guys because I know you guys are always asking in my Instagram DMs like what my favorite pieces are, and I wanted to show you. I'll also leave them in the description. But right now I'm wearing this like cardigan, and I'm wearing my favorite set underneath it. I'm gonna pin it so that it doesn't come open, but this cardigan is over my favorite sports bra. And these leggings are very comfortable, but they also suck you in all the right places, and I know we all love that. They are the best basic black leggings you're gonna find. And then this set. This collection is my favorite for like running around, Pilates, lighter workouts. I also wear it for lifting, but that's usually what I gravitate towards for like the Pilates daily lifestyle stuff. This collection is my absolute favorite for when I'm lifting or running, because it is the material, it's really good with sweat, and then it also just fits so flattering, comes like right up on the ankle, and then I have the matching sports bra. I have it in white, and then we also have it in black. So if you're looking for pieces to start out with on Muscle Republic, I definitely recommend these ones. Site-wide, it is 70% off, and then you can use code Sadie for an additional 10% off.